Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do another reading. For you repeat offenders, I want to extend a very warm welcome back. Thank you so much for being supportive and showing up. And for those of you that are new, I hope that you find exactly what it is that you're seeking. We're getting a little bit of sagey sage. It's not really what it's called. It's called copal. It's a ritual incense, if anyone cares. So today we're going to do a little bit different kind of a read. Today we're going to explore what it is that you're gambling on, okay? So I didn't really know what reading to do or what kind. Of course, I have to change everything up because my brain gets bored quickly. But when I started kind of going through and wondering about what it was that I was going to do a read on, I just asked Spirit and I heard the word gambling. So we're going to find out what it is that you're gambling and what you're gambling upon. We're going to have 3 piles. Okay, so, and as I look up, I just see 111. That's pretty interesting. So pile number 1, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this right now. So if you're wearing any earplugs, any ear devices, so you can hear the reading, I suggest you turn it down or mute it momentarily because this gets really loud, okay? Pile 1. What is pile 1 gambling on, and what do we have to look at today? And show me now. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I'm getting that you're divinely protected, that you're in for a realignment, and this realignment is actually, I want to say half given to you, half worked for, okay? It's not something that you have to overtly or covertly do. It's definitely something that is already here for you, but the more you focus on it, the easier it will be for you. You are divinely protected. We're going to go ahead and find out exactly what it is that you are gambling on. And bear with me because I'm just sort of going with the flow, and we'll see just what transpires here. So pile number 1. What is pile number 1 gambling on or gambling for? Pile number 1, what are they gambling on? Insight. Oh, thank you. Hello. Hello again. Oh, okay, cool. So, interesting. We've got the Empress, and then we have the Knight of Cups, but I feel like they go like this. So, I feel like you guys might be gambling on a new endeavor, a new beginning. The energies that you bring to the table are full-on Empress, which means creativity, sensuality. I think that in this case, whether you're male or female, you have embodied all the queens, all 4 queens. So you know pretty much how to cut to nitty-gritty with the Queen of Swords, with the Queen of Cups, emotions. You are able to read emotions easily in other people. In other words, you hear what they don't say just as well as what they do say. You read the body language. You're incredibly tuned in, actually, very astute. So if I had to pick any of the queens that you are embodying more in this Empress mode, I would say the Queen of Cups comes to the forefront, okay? So maybe you're a little bit more connected on an emotional level. I feel like even pensive at this point in time. And again, we don't read sex, we're just reading energy. All of us have duality to us. And also, I feel like even here, this is a small offer. And so the Knight of Cups is an energy. It could be a proposition. It could be a person that comes towards you and says, hey, let's, you know, that sounds great. Let's meet every Tuesday. Or you could have a part-time column in my paper, back when there were actual real newspapers. But you get the gist of it. It's not anything monumental, but I feel like it's very solid. I feel like even it's going to be emotionally gratifying, okay, whatever it is that this person is offering. But keep in mind perspective, you've been all the different queens. This person or this offer is simply a Knight of Cups. So they haven't even attained the achievement of being the King of Cups yet, which is like really mastering your emotions and having a wealth of experience behind you. So the Knight of Cups also can mean a very dreamy kind of energy. Yeah, it can mean somebody who approaches you with like a love offer, but it isn't much, or it's in the beginning stages. Let's see. Whatever it is, though, you're being perceived as the Empress. And I think that you might be older, or you might be really deeply, what I'm really feeling actually is pile number one, I'm feeling connected, a deep connection to your roots, okay? And I feel like you are a great listener as well. And this listening promotes a lot of thinking. You might get stuck in your head a little bit, okay? So what is this person for pile number one? What are they gambling on, please? And where are these cards on the board? What are they gambling on? Why is the Knight of Cups here? What are they gambling on? Show me now. I close my eyes and imagine you're here with me. It feels so real. I'm beginning to understand that this is what it means to be in 5D with you, okay? So I feel like you're trying to manifest something or someone into your life. Telepathic communication. All right, so let's just kind of leave this, I guess, here. And these might fall all over the place, and also you might be seeing like the number 11, 11, 11 quite a bit. I also feel like you're very grounded and at peace with yourself, and you definitely don't want to accept anything that is going to mess that up, okay? Also, you might have some ideas about working with like electronics and radiation poisoning, or you know, the toxicity of having our phones, which we're addicted to, and all of that stuff. You might be really conscious about that and take protective measures in order, like shutting things off, putting things in airplane mode or whatnot. This is protection. I feel like even you're desiring protection from the unseen, and I feel like that is actually warranted because you do have a lot of energies tugging at you that aren't necessarily conducive to your energy. Okay, the letter T can have something to do with what it is that you want. Don't judge this, just surrender. I know it's triggering, but from a higher perspective, it's clearing energy and bringing us closer together. So perhaps, oh wow, okay, so we have a few. So perhaps whatever this is, I feel like it might be love, romance, or a very new beginning on a business prospect that might really be triggering. And I feel like the reason why the trigger is because it's a collaboration. I feel like you've done pretty much everything yourself and you're self-sufficient. And if somebody comes and says, hey, let me kind of like throw in our lots together. I'm really good at IT and I'm doing great at advertising. Okay, and I just happen to glance down looking at this anchor and it's outside the circle. So maybe perhaps this offer is something about that. It's like I just developed a new app and this can really help your business. We can collaborate and promote each other. Whatever the case may be, you might be getting this you know, offer April, May, or maybe perhaps you already got the offer and you're thinking about it or in the beginning process of it. And it's a gamble for you. Why? Because it's like you're throwing in your lot with somebody else. You're having to collaborate, cooperate, and work together. If this is something that is romantic, then I feel like this is saying more, somebody's giving you like, oh, hey, let's have a date, or let's like have dinner with me. I want to have some real conversation, some deep conversation. It's not just come over Netflix and chill, in which case I feel like you would scoff. You're like, man, I've been chilled for a long time. Okay, so moving on. So don't judge this, just surrender. Okay, yeah, so it might be very triggering for you, and there's something about clearing energy, and I'm getting that with the Shungai as well. All right, clearing energy here. The other one that came out, I know my heart will be together one day, and that helps me trust. Let's keep working on us. but also I'm noticing the number 8, and this is closely looking like that little symbol as well. And so it could be that you're really trying to manifest somebody back into your life, all right? Trust messages, and there has been some telepathic communication, but I don't really know, honestly, if your gamble is going to pay off, if this is your part of the storyline. Remember, I'm reading for like different people, because the Knight of Cups doesn't have like that much to offer, but maybe they're just trying to get their toes wet. We'll find out. All right, so I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving even when it seems that I am not. Okay, again, movement, trying to manifest, drawing things together, a partnership. And I feel like this is something that you always look, or recently, maybe not always, but you look for things that anchor you and hold you kind of steady when things, like when high tide comes. That was really hard to say. And so just be aware that if you're gambling on manifesting this person or somebody like them, I always like to manifest, let me kind of backtrack a little bit. Manifesting sort of like the type of person you want and the characteristics versus like, okay, I want, you know, John to come back or Bob to come back or Sarah to come back. I just never think it's a great idea to call on a specific name personally. That's just my idea. Because I feel like energetically, it's easier to create an energetic match if you're just open versus like, oh my goodness, let me call in this person. They might not be right for you. Okay, so moving on. Show me where the Knight of Cups is here in this gambling situation. And these telepathic messages. What is this about, please, for pile number 1? Show me it now. Okay. So thoughts. This person is definitely thinking about you. I feel like you're thinking about them as well. I feel like this is a shared energy. I like the paintbrushes there. I think that it allows for some creativity. I feel like they're looking for a creative way to approach you, basically. And then, again, if this is not love, then I feel like this is more about getting creative and how can we collaborate. But I feel like even this energy has more of an interest in just work or working with you or promoting each other, all right? Show me more about this Knight of Cups. Why is it the energy of a knight? Show me now. So I feel like this was something that you had laid to rest a long time ago. Something that, okay, the last nail went in the coffin. It is over. Okay, this is where it's going to split a little bit, the reading, because I'm feeling like some of you guys, this was a relationship that ended in the 3D. I get that. I feel like maybe you have felt this connection, like telepathic communication. I know that sounds really weird. Telepathic communication. For quite some time, and you guys are in each other's energetic field. So it's been a relationship, it's been over for quite some time. Like the burial, that all of that is gone. For others of you, this is actually a partner or a person on the other side, okay, that you lost, or somebody near and dear that you lost. Now, this is an official person, the number 22, and I feel like this is mutual energies that are attempting to merge. Trying to be like an official person, trying to have like high honor, or you could both be very well esteemed in your circles, okay, by the community and things like that. So the number 22, I declare that the number 22 reduces to a 4, and it's because I said so. I'm sorry, I had to go there, but no, really. So this number reduces to a 4, and that to me indicates stability. I feel like it is also a nod to the Emperor, which I do not see here. And remember, again, this person is, I feel like that would be you. You're highly connected mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And so you can sense even that which is not spoken of, the things that are emit, like sins of omission, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the courthouse. There could be some legalities in here. I'm going to flip it. Otherwise, I'll take every card I see. So something to do with being legal. If you're not like, I heard law enforcement, if maybe one of you guys are in law enforcement, or you're seeking for something that is Just if you're not in litigation right now, in actually an active court case, maybe this person is in a court case, or perhaps this is somebody that you went to court with and that relationship that was a final nail in the coffin type thing. So courthouse, I heard open court, okay? I don't know anything about the legal system. I'm just throwing out things that I heard. I feel like you're also wanting freedom. Like she is incredibly covered and veiled. It's like nobody can see, nobody can touch. Don't look at me, don't touch me, don't think about me, that kind of thing. And yet you're trying to manifest a new energy in. That's a little bit contrary, but I totally get that energy. I resemble that remark. So I feel like this is even saying, even like, I want justice. I want things to be like on the up and up and right. And up here on top of this building, I don't know if you can see it, but it reminds me of that statue on the peak. Is it Brazil? Oh gosh. So I shouldn't speak on things that I don't know, but I'm gonna anyways. Here you go. So I feel like it's that statue that overlooks everything, and it's beautiful and it's hard to get to. And I want to think it's like almost like a Jesus figure with its arms extended. I don't know, but I forget where that's at. Anyways, so there's something about a lot of change, about justice, about fairness, about righteousness, and integrity. I feel like integrity is really on the top of your mind, and I feel like you look and weigh other people on their level of integrity. If they don't have the integrity, then they don't really stand a chance. But you're still willing to take a gamble sometimes. Okay, what else do we need to know? Show me more about the Empress here. Why is this here for pile number 1? Show me now. Courtship. So maybe perhaps you're wanting to be courted. That's such an awkward way of putting things. But then number 4, against stability. You don't want like half-ass offers and things like that. Any energy that doesn't match your own, that isn't anchoring, that isn't truthful, that isn't straightforward, I don't think you're going to mess with, okay? I mean, it took a long time to put all those veils on, and it's like to take them off, it's going to create a lot of effort, so you're not going to waste your time with someone who comes at you half-assed with like some crazy notions or ideas that don't really match your vibration, is what I'm going to say. I feel like you'll disrobe for people that are vibrational match or that have that propensity. And you can like hookah or be intrigued like the Middle East and their traditions or religions. Medicine, I'm hearing medicine, strong medicine. Yeah, Page of Cups. So little offers, little itty bitty offers. And you're like, so I feel like you're going, oh, well, that's really cute. Thanks. Next, please. Now serving 9,099. We're not having it. All right, what else? What else is going on? Like, it's almost like don't waste my time. We can flirt. But it's almost like I feel like you view flirting as a total waste of time as well. And even with the line going through here, I feel like this Page of Cups is like inundated with emotion. And it's just sheer emotion. We know that they're young. They're learning the tricks of the trade as far as their emotions go, how to master them, how to utilize them properly. There's a lot of mistakes, especially when you're young, that we make with emotions, abusing emotions, manipulating other people's emotions. And I feel like you've kind of been through it, you've seen it, and you're not messing with it. So anybody who's like intrigued, ooh, you know, what does that feel like? You're like, next. So the Wheel of Fortune we have on whatever it is that you are gambling on, this thing here, I feel like things will be on the up and up moving forward. I feel like maybe perhaps somebody's doing quite a bit of homework on you late into the night. I feel like they could be quite stubborn. They're like, well, I need to know this. Well, that's not transparent, I'm not going to budge until I see this. And it could be like your financial stability or your income type or your level of like mental stability or your emotional stability or the degree that they think would match them. I hope that made sense. So they're going to kind of look and make an assessment, checking out your social media, talking to maybe friends, things like that, and seeing, okay, is this person a viable choice for me to even pursue, that kind of a thing. Then we have the snake, you know, with the whole Wheel of Fortune type thing. And we are gambling, aren't we? And we have Anubis here. I feel like there is a change in energy. There's been a big change in you. So with the Anubis, this is kind of representing like the dead, or the one that takes care of the dead in cemeteries, and like radical changes and things like that. And so this is like a radical change. Things are on the upswing, okay? For those of you that have lost a partner that you had a soul contract with, or a situationship, I feel like it's more of a complicationship. And yeah, maybe one or two of you guys lost someone that was like near and dear, and things were kind of smooth and whatnot. But I feel like for most of you guys, it was more turbulent. There has been a dramatic ending. I feel like even this person, well, like I said, could have passed away, obviously. And if that is the case, and good grief, like what do I have to say about that? I'm really sorry for your loss. Seems to be lacking any luster whatsoever. There's no words I can express like the loss of a loved one, right? But I want to tell you that even in the afterlife, I feel like things are turning. I feel like they understand that maybe in a lot of ways they had a struggle with their own moral compass, that they were constantly shape-shifting, changing, shedding skin, trying out different roles in life. If that makes any sense. They were like Don Juan one day, and they were Nikola Tesla the other, and Ben Franklin the next time. And it's almost like a little bit of, and I totally get that vibe. A little bit like cosplay, a little bit like role play, and a little bit like, let me test this role out and see if it's really me. So I feel like your person was constantly trying to really figure out fundamentally who they are at a core level. And I'm not entirely sure why there was so much doubt, okay? But a lot of things I feel like they could have been well studied. Well studied? Okay. Sorry, my stomach is growling and it is not feeding time. It sounds like a shark. Yeah, anyways, so I feel also like you guys, for those of you that resonate with the person who's already crossed over, I feel like with these empty pages, it's just saying it's almost like an angelic being. And I know that people, you know, have different ideas about angels or whatnot, but it's almost like, hey, but we didn't get to write the final chapter, or a chapter, or like the best chapter was left out. It was ripped out. It was ripped away from under me. Something to that effect. It's like unfinished business is in the air. There's a lot of cloudy thinking, emotion. I feel like this is going to cycle in such a way that you are gaining clarity, that you are gaining, I heard you, in prosperity. Also, I feel like this compass right here, I'm calling it a compass because that's, I keep seeing it as one, is something that your loved one on the other side is with you and is really helping to guide you, ironically, after all the turbulence, okay? And I feel like you're being advised also to start reading some lighthearted things just for fun. I look at like this little lion kind of reading, and it's almost like reading comic books or magazines or things that make you giggle, or like dirty jokes, or things that are like way lighthearted, things that honestly I really struggle with getting into that energy because I feel like I've not been in. Hi. Okay, we're gonna stop. Okay, I haven't been in that energy for a long time where I just do things for fun. My brain always has to be engaged, and I don't think that's healthy either. Anyways, moving on. So your advice is to really, you know, bust out with the book and do meditations or even journaling, okay? Just want to get for that. Now, here, the Strength card. I feel like in this connection, whatever this is a 3D. This person thinking about you, you perhaps thinking about them, really see you as beautiful, alluring, sexy. But this can also be my lust card. This is almost like, well, they think they can tame me, but what if I can tame her? Or what if I can tame him? That kind of a thing. So you'll be wanting to watch out for energies like that, like the conquest, the conquering, the I want to win for the sake of winning. And you know, it's like it took a lot of work to put all those layers on. I don't think you're going to undress for somebody who's just going to be like, hey, let's just, you know, have a little fun, hit and quit and buy, that kind of a thing. I do feel like you are divinely protected. I feel like any interaction that you have with people on any meaningful deep level is actually really life altering for them, which is kind of interesting. So I think that they think they're going to get one thing, and yet you're divinely protected. So I think that even if you are intimate and there are no intentions on like taking it beyond like a one night stand or whatever, hey, I'm not judging, whatever, you do you. I think that your presence, the way you handle things, maybe how graceful you are, your school of thought, whatever the case may be, is a lot more than they bargained for. Okay, that's just a feeling. And that's why there's like endings on how they think. Okay, you could put a quick death to how people think and be the catalyst into them having a dark night of the soul, for example. So home and hearth are definitely being referenced here. So again, this could be with somebody who maybe wants to set up shop with you, or somebody that you used to live with, or moving in together. Celebration. And we just saw the number 11 earlier with the telepathic messages, and I'm getting, you know, the this right here, number 4, it's like 11 11 right next to each other, which does like make the home vibe go. Hope that's making sense to you guys. Then I have right here somebody from the past. So this could be a person from your past wanting to give you a, I don't know, something really sweet. It's like a really sweet gesture that they know that you would like, or that you used to like. And on the top of their minds is security, balance, the root chakra, connection to ancestors, sex, vitality, security most of all. And on the top of your mind, same. And this person will not make a move forward unless there's a lot of like solid energy, meaning like you're not flighty and stuff. If the roles were reversed, this person would totally not come towards you. So I feel like this is also mutual energy. You guys are a little bit defensive, suspicious. It's like, hey, I got my eye on you. And she's like, no, I got my eye on you. So that kind of a thing. You could be like both wounded warriors, experience many hardships, and have some raw wounds that put you into this energy of being defensive. Like, okay, you can come closer, but I got my eyeballs on, like my eyes are wide open. I'm not sleeping on this at all. Okay, once again, has to do with security. You could have had a lot of experiences that really shook your security and made things crumble, and vice versa. All right, but you're like open energetically. Two of Cups, there you go. So Two of Cups tells me that there is, I need to look that word up, because sometimes like I want to say words come to mind and I'm not sure if I'm using them properly, but symbiotic. Anyways, that word that I can't say that you probably know. I feel like there is definitely a connection, like a deep, like I get you, you get me. Almost like I'm not sure how we connected, a little bit of a magnetism, and I heard Holy Grail, okay? A lot of options. How am I going to handle this? How will they handle this? If I do this, what will transpire? If I do that, what will happen? That kind of a thing. And then I see the snake here, so you might want to just be careful that you're not an option, especially with the Knight of Cups. If that is what you want, then that's great. But this person can really orchestrate and kind of manifest a lot of different things to sample, which isn't bad in itself if that's where you're at, as long as you guys are all on the same page. And Knight of Cups again. Okay, so we have that. You know what, I feel like this is another person making an offer. So it's the same energy though. It's like people don't really know what you want. Maybe the Ace of Pentacles, solid offer. I love that her nails are black, by the way. Mine were until a second ago. Okay, so this will open up new doors. This is like, okay, a new beginning, and a very solid new beginning. And so you could have offers for potentially 2 different people here, once they understand that you're not just going to be like a fuck buddy or something like that, okay? And maybe one will drop off your radar because you're like, yeah, nah, I'm out, I'm good. Because why? It's like the Queen of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands is going to be pissed. Look, it's almost saying like, you waste my time. I don't think so. Like, time is precious. That's something I could never get back. You could always make more money. You could always, you know, make more things. But the time will never return to you. Now, I feel like this queen even is saying, you know what? I am making a selection. I've got many admirers, and I choose one, because there's like 3 admirers. And this is making me feel almost like the 3 of Wands. Also, this person is really connected to their spiritual their spiritual well-being, spiritual hygiene, like thinking basically, if this person, are these people good enough for my soul, my travels, things like that. If it is a pollutant energy, such as like a one-night thing, and that is not something that you're into, I feel like this queen is kind of like, been there, done that, next, let's just keep it moving, that kind of a thing. She knows what she wants, or he knows what he wants, whatever the case may be. The devil, so there's some form of enslavement, obsession. You could be obsessed with these ideas or this notion, or I feel like other people get easily obsessed with you, actually. So you might have at least two people kind of nonstop thinking about you. Think about what? Thinking about the Ace of Wands, about having a go at you. Now, I do mean that sexually, but I feel like even saying it out, somebody wants to kind of like provoke a fight with you, just to kind of get, that's what gets them excited. And that's what gets them, for lack of a better way of putting it, horny, okay? This is even perhaps somebody, again, that you have left behind, they left you behind. There was an ending in this situation, but they love to fight with you because it turns them on, and you are not far from their thoughts. Are still riveted on you. I feel like you know this as well, because you're divinely connected, like super connected. You get it, but you're not paying no mind to it. Temperance, you keep your balance in all things. And then I have the Sun, okay? So that is your reading. Let me just get one more message, because I have two different nights coming through. So let's do this Knight of Cups right here. Show me more about this Knight of Cups, even though we already pulled cards for this person. What other messages? What are they thinking, feeling, or what do we need to know about this Knight? Show me now. I feel like I don't deserve your love. I'm worried you leave me when you really see who I am. And that's part of the vibration I was feeling. It's kind of like, okay, number two, they need to find their personal power or stability. Something's knocked their confidence down. They could have issues with self-esteem, and like, who doesn't? Oh, Knight of Pentacles, I didn't see that. So you have about three people at least looking at you. But what you're looking for is like high honor, and I heard the word tradition, okay? So that's why fuckboys are not going to cut it for you. And other people that are trying to fuck you will not make the cut either. Just not interesting. Okay, hi. We are alchemists. We transform fear into love and shadow into light. So there is alchemy available, but I feel like you're somewhat jaded and you're not believing, because this rotated and landed upside down. So I would look into that, looking into like how you transform fear, whether it's fear of closeness, fear of intimacy, like real intimacy. That doesn't mean fear of having sex. That just means like once you get really close to someone, you tend to like run. Okay. Growth. I'm looking for a way out of this situation so I could be free. So somebody is trying to free up their own energy. Maybe it's the Page of Pentacles, who wants to devote some time and energy towards you, okay? A lot of changes for this page. Again, it's just energy, small token. I miss you. Let's both stop running away. Yeah, this is what I'm getting is I feel like you have a lot of karmic partners, at least two involved. One that you have been with in the past, the one that you had a major ending with, and then the other one that maybe fears judgment, okay? This person right here, I feel like this is more of a new energy that just sees like your worth and is solid. Patterns. We project our patterns onto each other, and this makes it difficult to see what is real and what is fear-based thinking. So yes, here, I'm going to pull that. I want to let my guard down with you, but fear makes me lash out in self-defense. And look, this guy looks frustrated. She's like, really? Really, essay? Okay. So you do have people that miss you, that want to come back into your energy, that want to be starting something, I heard. But regardless, I feel like you could be like wanting to put in the work, and this is like Virgo energy, so you can have Virgo wanting to come back. Even looking at the You have a lot of people. Okay, let's just end it right here. You have a lot of people looking at you favorably because you're transparent. You're like, I don't give 3 fucks about what you think. And it is what it is. You like me, you don't like me. Me vale madre. In other words, like, I really don't give a bleep. Why did I bleep out the one cuss after I did 30 others? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I think that you're just trying to be authentic. You're trying to enjoy yourself. You're enjoying your freedom. You are doing, like, being authentic makes you very grounded, and because you realize you're going to naturally repel those that don't really care for you, and that's perfect. I love that energy. You do have people that are wanting to put some elbow grease and work into the matter being you, or connectionship. I don't know why I keep making up words, but you're welcome. Yeah, so they're like, oh, you know what? This hermit is assessing how much work do I have to put into this? How much effort do I need to put into this? Is it going to be worth my time, energy, effort? Do I have the skill? Do I have the know-how? Do I even have the desire? And that's a great place to be, or to put other people in, simply because if you're somebody that, like, you're like, I ain't got time to waste, like, do or die, then I think that that'll spook off the faint of heart, you know. And I personally love that energy, because it's like, all right, bye, scaredy cat, you know. It's not for you. It's just not for you. And then we've got the Hierophant. This is higher learning. This could be commitment. It doesn't always have to be about commitment. I feel like this is an O, even though it's a C. So OG, I'm going to say you could be an OG. You could be very traditional, like I said earlier, wanting commitment, wanting tradition, that kind of a thing. But also you could be really deeply connected to higher learning, and that has caused a lot of major changes in your life. You have a ton of messages coming into this gambling. I feel like you're connecting with a lot of different people. So a lot of different people want you. I'm not worried for you. And with that, I will leave your reading right here. Much love to you. Namaste. Hi, pile number 2. This message is for you. Again, for you repeat offenders, thank you so much for being here, showing up, checking stuff out. Any suggestions, you can drop those in the comment section if you're willing. For those of you that are new to my channel, thanks for stopping in to see what is up. I hope that you find exactly what it is that you need. And here we go. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. What are you gambling on? I actually see the Lover's card, people holding hands. So I wasn't trying to do a love read, but whatever comes out, guys. What are you gambling on? Pile, thank you. Number 2, show me now. Emotional gratification. Don't fall. Hey, my mini set is like discombobulated. Okay. Excuse me. So I feel like, let's see if we can get a better view here. I feel like you guys are going through puberty. No, that's just me. Kidding. I'm having a hard time clearing my throat chakra here since the last reading, which is kind of interesting. Oh my gosh. And then, excuse me, this one just left out as well. So pile number 1 had this one, Thoughts of the Thinking Man. And this is the first one that left out. 3 of Wands. Okay, I'm totally going to clear my throat. Hold on. So sorry about that. 3 of Wands. It came up, obviously, reverse. So we have here somebody who is shielding their thoughts or ideas. This person is a person thinking about you. They could have the letter M in their name. Maybe the letter C, the letter W, the letter S, the letter E. There could be questions on their mind. That almost looks like a question mark to me. They could be artistic. Anyways, they're trying to see like what picture they can paint with you. That sounds a little bit creative, and I don't know. We'll see where it goes, okay? But we have 3 of Wands. This person, they're thinking about you. They don't want you to know that they're having any thoughts of you, that you're on the radar, anything like that. And this person could have been waiting on you for a long time, maybe even 3 years, okay? I don't know. But this was reversed. So it's like the waiting is over. Now I'm strategizing. Now I'm thinking. And maybe they were looking to see how receptive you would be to them. Okay. And I'm looking at this little, I forget what that's called in English, but that little waffle thing when you take communion for Catholics and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking at that as well. All right. I wasn't quite ready, but here you go. So a lot of like mental, emotional, spiritual. I think that you've kind of triggered the attention of someone, and you know it. I feel like you sense it with all these little chispas, these little like sparks that you get. You might even be able to like occasionally hear their thoughts, but it's very nebulous as of right now, mainly because they haven't like made a move or directly spoken to you of what they're thinking about. Also, I look at the dove, like the dove of peace trying to land in the cup. Okay, so they want to be done with the waiting. They've had their eye on you for some time. Ten of Pentacles, this could be somebody that you considered once upon a time family or part of your team in some way, shape, or form. Somebody that maybe you went through hard times with, somebody that you grew with once upon a time, somebody that you even had a family with. You have children. It could be like an ex-partner, ex-lover, whatever the case may be. But I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, they are thinking about like bringing balance and completion to this cycle. Okay. The Eight of Swords are definitely up in their minds. Well, big freaking surprise, because yeah, here we are thinking and thinking. Hang on, before I forget, go ahead and cover your ears or lower the volume. I just want to pull a couple of these. It's super noisy. It will hurt your ears. Okay. Pile number 2. What do we have for pile number 2? Give us a little bit more insight into this reading. Show me now. Okay, love. It's landed on the letter P and the letter 1. That could be a significance. A little parrot, huh? People gossiping. Gossiping about loyalty and about love. Maybe this person wasn't loyal to you. Family tree, I feel like, yeah, your roots or somebody that you really grew with. Somebody has stamina right here. We'll see where that falls in. Somebody has divine protection. These are feisty little creatures also. What is that? Check again. So as far as love goes, we don't know. Somebody that you could have been in a situation with. And then the anchor got pulled out, okay, from under you or both of you, because this anchor came up upside down. That is something to think about. But let's see. Oh, okay, again. So it's almost like save me again, like almost like you guys, let's try it again. We have a lifesaver or save me again type of thing. Maybe somebody that you rescued or you were in a partnership with and you rescued them quite often. But what I'm going to say is, in this little circle, I think this is just you, and you feel like you're always drawn to family, to things that grow, to things that are solid. Like you don't really do temporary. In some ways, your loyalty always resides with family first, that kind of a thing. I heard, you don't, okay. I heard, I don't let my right hand know what the left hand is doing, okay? But I feel like that is more for the other person. I think that they work in shadows, in secret, a lot more than you do. I think that you're very transparent in what you allow into your life and things like that for what it is worth. And with the camel right here, you could have, oh my God, you're thirsty. I'm so thirsty. File number 2. Are we thirsty? I am not judging. No big deal. Me too, right? So, 10 of Pentacles and then 8 of Swords. I'm all in my head. I don't know how to move forward, how to progress, what to do. But they have this beautiful blue ribbon. I feel like, okay, the fact that they are almost mummified here, it's almost like impurity. Impurity, not impurity. Very two different things. I feel like they're being held up, and what can release them is their real core intentions. Be transparent, be real, be authentic. But most of all, I feel like the only way to like when you or get close to you is if they have a similar vibration, high vibe, and let go of all this manipulative, shady, dodge, bob, and weave energy. I feel like we're working with somebody who's dodgy. That's, oh, what the hell? Look, I told you, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, yeah. Seven of Swords is a scallywag right here. We're just going to call it that. Scallywag energy, that they've been maybe like creeping, snooping, investigating, things like that, strategizing. And then here's you, Queen of Pentacles. It's like, I'm solid, bitches. Her dress almost looks to me like made out of cards. Maybe that's just because I see cards everywhere. But solid. You're very grounded, very like you're working. You work with your hands. You're not afraid to throw in your lot and go ahead and like roll up your sleeves and do. Okay, what do you need? You need clothes. Let me let me wash the clothes in the wash tub. And you know, with the old school, I don't know what it's called in English. I'm gonna have to learn more words here. But anyways, the point of the matter is that kids, people, everybody trusts you, that you're solid. You may not speak a lot. You may not speak in a way that this person understands, which is why they've had to do so much homeworking. But also vibrationally, there is a big gulf of separation between you guys. Vibrationally, this person is almost like coming at you like a crackhead. Like maybe they are doing meth, or I'm sorry, I'm just telling you what I see. I mean, they're all scratchy, okay? So this person could be looking at you like, how can I come back at this person? How can I get back in when I felt good? But they are not good. Like they're on drugs, they're on something, or they're just simply sneaky behavior. And I just don't like it for you. If you take a gamble with this person, I think you'll see it for what it is. And you'll be naturally repelled. This whole deck fell. Oh my gosh. There's no way I can take this. I'll take a couple, okay? This fell upside down, meaning no growth, okay? No union, no communication. The patterns are just, yeah, triggered by old patterns. You're not going to want to repeat this pattern. Timing and intentions. Again, communication, karmic ties that you broke or they broke, or either way, broken ties, okay? So you see where this is going. I think you won't give that any gamble whatsoever. You're like, hell no. I've grown a lot and I'm keeping my pentacle right in my hands, and you could just mosey on. Keep it moving, okay? What else do we have? Because, okay, we had this one come out as well, which we haven't talked about yet. Pile number 2, we have the Knight of Wands, okay? This is... Okay, I'm gonna have to make this one 18 and plus, because I heard, are you eye fucking me? So this is somebody who's been eyeballing you hard. This could be somebody who's been even like masturbating to your pictures, to your social media, whatever the case may be, to your voice. You have like no idea. Maybe you do, but you just have no care, because really you're doing you at this point in time. But this one is almost like, I'm gonna sneak in there, yeah. And it's almost like she won't see me coming, no pun intended, right? But this is all about the libido with getting, and got. And I don't think either one of those energies for somebody so serious. I heard, why so serious? And I think you're going to put the smackdown on that. You're like, no fuckboys allowed. This is a no fuckboy zone, okay? What else do we need? Pile number 2. See, I'm not trying to do any love readings, and it just crops up. It happens. It just happens, you guys. So... show me what I need to see. Why is the 7 of Swords here for this fuckboy? Show me why this person is here. The 7 of Swords. Show me now. Okay, so somebody, yeah, I feel like this person will be like, oh yeah, I miss you. I'd love to, you know, have a relationship with you. I'm totally ready. They're totally not ready. They will totally dip, disappear, move out, and throw shade your way. Look, liar. Total liar. Don't waste your time, sister. Don't waste your time, brother, on somebody who doesn't know their own soul, their own worth. They are essentially prostituting their body, mind, and soul out into the world in ways that isn't going to be really helpful for them in the long or short term. So what about this Knight of Wands here? What's going on with this Knight of Wands? Show me why for pile number 2. Yep. My deck's like, I'll show you. Okay. So Nine of Cups. We have like a wish of fulfillment. Okay. So this person wants fulfillment. I definitely feel like they want to get in it. They're like, what's up? What's under them skirts? What's under them skirts? Let's have a peek. Let's see. So they could be well decorated. They could be like part in the military. They could have a beard. They could have just like a playful energy, but I heard like smash and grab, that kind of a thing. So when you think smash and grab, it's almost like a robbery. It's so you want to be careful, because it's like, well, they want what they want. I see a lot of blue back here with the cups. This could be like, okay, let me just, I know you like to drink, we'll get you intoxicated, and then we're done, that kind of a thing. This person is smarty face. This person right now in this reading in particular is almost kind of like, huh, I got it all, and I know what I want, I know what makes me feel secure, but there's not really any care about what makes you feel secure or any thought as to what you want. It's all about strategizing to overcome any barriers that they may see. Okay, but these people don't know you at a core level, because you were from the wild, wild west. Look at her shirt. This is like the Wild West meets rockabilly meets the Stone Ages. It's almost like you can hypnotize and trap and stop people in mid-flight. All right, I just look at this stare. It's like this guy's like, whoo, here I am, and then stop, full on stop, because you have resting bitch face, and I'm all for it. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so if you're looking to gamble, these gambling things, I heard gambling ties. I don't even know if that's a thing, but these gambling ties, they're not meant for you. Definitely not. What else do we need to know? Why is it thinking man here, please? Show me now. Lots of people strategizing to conquer you. Why? Because you're independent, you're self-sufficient, you don't give two fucks about what money other people have, what blessings they have, not in a bad way. You're like, oh, good for you. You don't envy, you don't covet what it is that they have. You might get inspired. You might look and go, wow, that's a really cool house. I would like a home like that too. How can I work for it? What can I do to really renew, regain, revamp, reinvent my prosperity, and even develop more? I heard the word fortitude, but even, you know, to have something similar that you have. So this is a perspective that you're coming from. People know that. People also know that you are very unusual and weird, like being, I think it's called a falconer. This was really typically a male-dominated thing way back in the day. And so even now, male, female, it's an unusual hobby. But I feel like you're somebody who is very in touch with nature, in touch with yourself, in touch with, like, even the way you dress. You may not have a lot, and it may not even be expensive. You look luxury. You look grounded. You look like you take care of yourself. You look like you're not wanting for anything. And I feel like that is true. It's a vibration that's coming from you. So you don't look for outside sources to validate like your self-worth, your image. When you dress, I feel like you do it because that's what you enjoy, what you like. You're not like with the fads and things like that. You're kind of like, yep, this is my style. And oh, you find it weird and unusual, this rockabilly shirt. Well, awesome. Yeah, continue looking. Feast your eyes, bitches, is what I'm getting. Okay, moving on. I'm like all feisty. Maybe you guys are really feisty. Maybe when the mouth opens, a lot comes out that people don't expect. Maybe that's quite shocking about you, okay? Maybe you're like me and you love to swear like a trucker. It's honestly, it is my guilty pleasure. I try to keep it under wraps, but sometimes I'm like, you know what, balls to the walls. Here we are. Okay. Show me more about any other gambles. I saw number 1444, so you might want to look that number up as far as what it means. But a lot of force, again, stability, four corners of the earth. This is about the Emperor energy. This is my way, the highway. Show me more about the gamble. And pile number 2 is life, and show me now the gamble. Ah, yes. No, baby, I gamble on me. I put my chips in my corner. I bet on myself. So I feel like you've learned how to be self-reliant, and that's something you've mastered. It's not that we don't need each other, not that you're not welcoming other people. They have to be the right people. When I look down here and I see the love, I'm like, I feel like you've been through all the panels when it comes to love, and you think, you're like, okay, where's XYZ? Like, let's hit the final countdown or whatever you want to call it, because we've kind of explored every other option and attracted nothing but fuck boys, attracted nothing but people that want to run in, smash and grab, or people that have stolen your integrity, your dignity, your peace, your stability, your feeling anchored. Maybe even your dream that have stolen your quiet and replaced it with gossip and drama and bullshit. You're not having it. Don't fall. That's right. Well, that was a fuckboy anyways. We don't really care if they fall at this point. I don't wish bad on anyone, but if you come into my energy like that, you're gone. You're also not doing the lifesaver thing for anyone. You're putting on that lifesaver in yourself and, you know, other people that have a conducive energy too, great. But if it's people that are out to use you for what they can, use your body, mind, soul, whatever, your energy, because I feel like you have a lot of energy vampires, you're not doing it. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Why is pile number 2, I gamble on me? That's what's up. I gamble on me. Pile number 2, why is I gamble on me here for you? Show me now. With your intuition, so you are you're looking at your options. You have a lot of different options. You're trying to see how you can reinvent, recreate, how to master yourself even more than you already have. I feel like even I heard Ascension, trying to get to the next level. I feel like we're playing a game here, but we're not. Cutting out any illusion, okay? I feel like you have great humanitarian drive, all right? I feel like you do speak your truth, and you speak it from a very deep place, very rooted, very earthy, very, I heard dogmatic. People can feel like you're dogmatic, but fuck them, okay? Fuck that guy. I feel like even with the moon down here, it's almost like people can envision you, like pedestal you a little bit, and that's not what you're going for. But I feel like you want the truth and nothing but the truth. You are not messing around with any fuckery at all. Anything that's hidden, anything that looks different in the night than it looks in the day, any double meaning messages, you're not having it, okay? And I'm here for that energy. I love it. So I feel like straightforward and honest is the best way to have any dealings with you. And all of these, just I feel like these are your own intuition kind of giving you a little burst of insight and things into situations. What is this crowd? Maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Let's look here. Why is the moon card here? This is things hidden from you. Oh snap. It's about ready to go down the rabbit hole. This is things that you've hidden or buried within yourself as well. Look at the towers. I feel like you've had 2 major towers, maybe even when it comes to love. Maybe you mistook somebody who was loyal and steadfast. And maybe even you were in a bad place and you used and abused them. And that tower fell. And perhaps you've been the coyote disguised as, or somebody else has been a coyote disguised as a dog, a loyal person, and that tower has fallen as well. But I feel like there's a lot of mysteries even within yourself that you are still uncovering. And as you know, with the High Priestess, this is she or he who holds secrets, who keeps secrets. This is stuff that you have that deep ability to see right through people. You keep your mouth shut. You don't have to repeat everything you see. You don't have to call people out on their BS. Okay, when you're within your power, you're calm, you observe, and you move on. I repeat again, when you're within your power, you're calm, you observe, and you move on. When you're feeling off balance or bored, you can get a little bit mouthy. Show me why the moon is here. What about the moon for pile number 2 in this candle? I just saw 2020. Show me now. The Devil, obsession. What are you obsessed with? What are you obsessing about? What are you obsessing over? What is it? Okay, I can't help but look at this Devil. You know, they say new level, new devil. I feel like you're dealing here with somebody who is an old devil. Somebody that you have history with, that you were enslaved to in some ways, and they in turn felt the same enslavement or attachment to you. This could be somebody who is angry with you, saying, hey, remember me, I'm back, that kind of a thing. This could be a lover, a brother, a mother with toxic ties. This could be on your radar. This is somebody who's already on your radar. You've already felt their presence. Like, for example, if it's an old lover, toxic connection, you felt it. If it's a family member that you have toxic connections with, you feel it as well, okay? I feel like this is somebody who wears a mask and just shows up at your door. Look, you can't make this up. That was a jump card. Same card that we got for the good old fuckboy on this side, right? So that's what's up. And you know that this person's trying to make an attempt to come towards you once again. This person that maybe stole from you. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But they think they can just sneak back in. Oh, I'm sorry. And yet they have a mask. Oh, I'm sorry. And yet they have wings. And yet they're enslaved by their ideas and thoughts about you. They're not willing to let go. Why? Oh, I hate repeating cards sometimes, you guys. Okay. Why are the Seven of Swords here? Just be careful that people don't steal from you. If you're gambling on something, be careful. I feel like you do want to take a risk, take a chance, do something new. You want to discard all of this baggage, this energy. You're not going to have small offers in your life, especially from anybody who's toxic that's been in your life previously. Fuck that guy. Fuck that girl. Queen of Cups, you're in tune with your emotions. You know what you want. You are steadfast and holding for what it is that you want. You're on your throne. By the same token, you could be a little bit over emotional, reactional, okay? This little angel here is holding a fish. So angel's almost like, hey, you've got abundance in your life. Like, rejoice in that, enjoy that. Don't be so caught up in your emotions. Again, lovers, okay? So yeah, this person that maybe stole from you, whatever, trying to make a comeback. So I'm just saying, squash that. Your choice, of course. So, okay, so I'm feeling like this says even like divine union, divine intervention. The timing was not right. Maybe they think the timing is right at this point in time with the sun here half hidden. A lot of darkness right here, a lot of clouds. There's a lot of mystery as to why this person came and went in your life. Again, the Hermit shows themselves. They're reflecting. They've been kind of missing from your life for a long time. They're wanting to kind of look and come back and see. It's like, wow, I left what it is that I desire in the past, and that's you. Or part of it has to do with you. This obsession is not healthy, but they're willing to put in work, or they think they are. But look, what am I focused on? My own desires. What are you focused on, Page of Wands? My teeny weeny, or whatever the case may be. Okay, sorry, definitely feisty. So here you have somebody better match for you, the King of Cups. I'm not going to give these fuckboys any more attention. King of Cups, somebody who matches that Queen of Cups vibration. They're willing to move towards you. Then we have a Queen of Pentacles. We have heartbreak at the center of it. So you might be thinking, you know, I don't know. I've been through a lot when it comes to love. I might just want to put things on hold. Or you might be saying, I don't know if that is like a good or viable option for me. You might not even know what a good option looks like when it comes your way because you've been surrounded by, I heard trash. Okay. Sorry, but that's what I heard. You've been surrounded by toxicity. So I want to encourage you to open up your mind a little bit more. This could be a really good match. And yes, there has been betrayals and things like that. You might have a message in pile number 1, by the way. But I say kind of look, because you could be missing an opportunity. This person wants to invest in you. Yeah. look, and this person could even be dropping another person for you in order to come forward and say like, yeah, I'd like to have like focus on you, just even if it's like a friendship situationship. I want to take a gamble on you. I've been kind of juggling people and they're the fuck gone from my life. I see things better with you. Do you see things better with me? And I feel like you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've had such heartache, I don't know. Might put you in a little bit of like your panties in a wad. If you get your panties in a wad, take them off, okay? Because this is a good thing for you. Vibrationally, it is a good match, and I feel like this person knows to come towards you slowly so as not to spook you. So that is what I have. You have a lot of abundance. If you want to get pregnant, there's pregnancy here too. If you want to collaborate creatively, there is definitely a lot going on for you. So with that, I'm going to leave your reading here. Smash that like button if you resonate, and namaste. Hi, pile number 3. This message is for thee. If you are a repeat offender, thank you again for stopping in. I hope that you get exactly what it is that came here for. And for you newbies that are just curious, stopping by or trolling, it matters not. Thanks for being here. And I hope that you as well get what you need, and if not, that y'all get a little amusement out of it. Okay, so we got a little sagey sage going on there. And I'm going to go ahead and actually use these charms real quick. Now, I realized I didn't explain this setup to any of the other groups, but yeah, that's me. Here we are. So this is actually for pendulum. You'll notice I'm not going to use a pendulum because my guides told me that's a no-no. So I'm hoping that meant for me, that's a no-no for now, not like forever. So I'm just kind of waiting because obviously I bought the product before I got the okay from my guides, which kind of sucks. So I've been eyeballing this thing and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use it. So that's why it's here. And if you want to pull out your little earpieces, earbuds, or whatever the thing is that you are using, because this is super loud and you will probably blow an eardrum. We don't want that. Pile number 3, here we go. For pile number 3, what's pile number 3 gambling on, please? Unseen train tracks, actually. It's interesting. Okay. Pile number 3, a little bit about the gamble. Let's get this out of the way. Crossing you is religion or the cross or bearing your cross. Also, family roots. Your roots can be in question or something that's heavily on your mind. You do have divine protection landing exactly on top of your mind, which is actually really, really cool. And I'm getting a yes. If you're asking a question, it landed on the yes, but also like you don't have to necessarily reserve all the water in your body. I take that saying like all emotion. You don't have to like stuff your emotions and things like that. The answer is yes. And then I have check again with the divine protected love. So we're just going to see where this goes. As far as pile number 3 for gambling, what are they gambling upon? Why did I see the train tracks? You could be at a crossroads. Let's find out though. What are we gambling for pile number 3, please? Let's find out. Okay. Okay, the Queen of Cups is reversed. And then we have the Magician reversed. What the heck, guys? Let's see if we can get this a little bit clearer. All right. So there appears to be a situation, okay, because we did talk about emotions, stuffing emotions or carrying emotions. And I feel like right now, it might be a time that you are actually releasing a lot of emotions. You could be doing a lot of crying, a lot of talking about things that make you emotional. You could be in reactive mode, that whatever goes around you, you're hypersensitive right now. And then this could also be saying it's like, gee, whatever I try to manifest, whatever I focus on, everything goes to hell. It's just, I'm not manifesting, okay? So I totally get that, been there, done that as well. And it's definitely okay to have those feelings, but there comes a time where you have to be like, all right, let's pick ourselves up, dust off our knees, clean our noses, wipe our tears, whatever the case may be. and get a real perspective. So if you can possibly get outside and get your feet in the grass, touch a tree, hug a tree. If you cannot, then take a salt water bath. That always really helps. And if you have a period of time where you're undergoing like a lot of emotional upheaval, obviously checking your hormones and that everything else is going well for you, then another idea might be to nightly soak your feet in a tub of salt water. That could really help to kind of purge and ground you, believe it or not. And if you don't believe that's fine, just go ahead and try it anyways, if you are willing, of course, and if you feel led to. Now, with the Magician, it just seems to be like sorrow over things that it's saying that you attempted to manifest, and yet try as you might, it's like you're not protected, you're not manifesting, things are not coming together, okay? So whatever it is that you've gambled upon has not turned out, and in fact, it could have turned south. All right, well, here we go. Let's see. The Tower, I am not surprised to see it, and then the Four of Cups. So the Tower tells me that something was built on a terrain that just was not healthy. It wasn't properly inspected. The quality of the soil wasn't inspected to make sure there were no sinkholes, or that there's a proper mixture of like sand and I don't know, whatever that they check for when they actually built on good soil. Because to me, this seems like it was built maybe on a beachfront, but maybe more towards the sand area than the back portion of it, where it would have less of a chance of encountering problems when the tide comes in. So I definitely see a lot of emotions. I see that that Eureka moment. It's almost like, oh shit, I get it now. So I feel like you are undergoing something that lit a light bulb, lit a fire under your butt, or something to that effect. And it's caused, like, it came at the expense of major upheaval, this awakening. So I feel like you could be having a major awakening, but everything around you is unraveling. And I feel like you're feeling a lot. You're in your feels, obviously, and who wouldn't be? And it's simply because it's like what you really thought you were manifesting didn't transpire the way that you thought it should, okay? So things are coming to the ground. This could be in situations such as like a job loss, a parting of ways, a loss of a marriage, a partnership, a friendship, a separation, whatever the case may be. And now I feel like this is you sitting here going, you're like, I don't want that fourth cup. Fuck that. So, and I'm only laughing because I felt that way. I've just gotten like really mad and thinking, you know, I definitely don't want, I don't want those 4 cups. I don't want that 1 cup. I'm thinking of 3 of cups. I want the good times, the good vibes, the good efforts. I'm wanting to really hang on and do things the way they were before. Okay. And I'm going to pause this. All right. Pardon me about that. So basically, yeah, this is saying that you are probably in a spot right now where you want to think about the 3 of Cups, the good times, the times that you would get together with whomever this breakup, this shakeup, or even this job would be. And you're not trying to think about something new. You're like, I don't want the new, I want what was, okay? Something about your religion or bearing the cross or the cross to bear, or your faith could be shook or challenged right about now. It is a period of contemplation, and I just had this flip. I did not shuffle on camera, but hopefully you heard that shuffling. And here we've got the 9 of Pentacles, so this could be you or this could be someone else in the picture. 9 of Pentacles is somebody who's self-sufficient, self-contained. They have unusual hobbies. They're really, really different than the average bear. They make their own money. They don't ask for help, that kind of a thing. And I even look at this branch. It's almost like branching off. It's almost like branching off in a new direction. And I almost feel like this falcon right here, it's typically being depicted as the falcon, has like a little crown. It's almost like this person has mastered something that they've been working on, or some kind of hobby, or they decide to give their full time and attention to a cause maybe, okay? So let's put this in the center. Now, I will say that if any one of us is clinging to something, the Tower comes down for a reason. It doesn't come down just because, It may feel like that, but I guarantee you that you've had warnings that this was not built on a solid foundation, that instead it was built on a faulty foundation. You could have seen flare-ups. You could have seen the storm rolling in. You could have had discussions. You could have had warnings, basically. But I feel like in this case, for some of you guys, you kind of buried your head in the sand. You didn't want to see the signs. And now the worst has happened, or the worst is you view it. So let's get a little bit more about this. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here, please, for pile number 3? Pile number 3, what about this gamble? I feel like you took a gamble and it all came apart. It unraveled. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here for pile number 3? Show me now. Yep, Judgment. So you took a gamble, and right now, that was at the bottom of the deck. Right now, I feel like you're being judged for that gamble. So whatever it is that you chose, I feel like ignoring the signs, ignoring what the truth was, burying your head in the sand, wanting to cling to things in a way that wasn't maybe healthy or correct or whatever for other people, has caused a great demise. It's caused a judgment call. And I feel like probably I'm part of this person. This person is judging or judged the situation and decided that's not for me, and they backed out. So whether it was a partnership, you were in a partnership with someone else, like a business, and they decided to pull out. They're like, yeah, this isn't for me, I'm moving on to something different. Or this was a family situation where this person didn't like the way things were going and they expressed it, and you didn't hear, or you did not listen, or you didn't take them seriously, whatever the case may be. This could have been a friendship as well, or a lover, whatever the case may be. It has you all in your feels. It's got you in the Five of Cups. I feel like a lot of crying, mourning. Look at the Three of Cups again. So that is being reflected as like stubbornness. This is, I want what I want. I want to think about the good times. I want to return to the good times. But you know what? Once that building blows up, there's no going back. So I hate to put it that way, but once that building blows up, the best you can do is maybe you're going to have to start over again. But you might rescue some bits and pieces of the building itself. But the biggest thing is like rescuing, obviously, yourselves. So crying over things that are done and over is just not going to work. Here is, presumably the other cup is laying down here somewhere, but here's the one cup. And I almost feel like this is saying, okay, what fulfills you? Because I feel like everything is nebulous. Everything is very cloudy. You may not be seeing things very clearly right now. And I still feel like there's like some kind of a hormonal imbalance, some kind of an imbalance going on here. Brain fog. A lot of not seeing things clear. You might be even getting headaches, things like that. And with this one, it's almost like an imitation. Even though it says Five of Cups, I don't see the Fifth Cup. So it's an echo, actually, of this Four of Cups. It's like, but I don't want that. Okay, well, we get it. But there's no going back. So you can cling to what was. Oh, snap. Or you can kind of evolve and see how things can go better for you in a different manner. Okay, so because clinging to those ideas and notions or the way that things were, you know, we can never step in the same river twice. And once, because of that judgment card that was right here, a judgment has been made about somebody's behavior. I feel that was like, you know, not conducive to the situation with this Tower, and it just brought everything down. And so now it's like, oh crap, I didn't realize that it was going to go that far, or this was going to happen, or whatever. So in the center we have the Strength card. So this is about the advice for you is, you know, you took a gamble. I think that things are unraveling currently, or they've already unraveled. I feel like it's already done because of these two cards, specifically what cards they are, and because they're reversed. But the advice right now is to go ahead and like harness the beast within. So you're going to have all kind of feelings all across the board, including feeling emotional. You may want to roar, swipe at somebody with your lion nails or whatever. But there's going to be a need to control. Self-control is going to be where the whole thing begins. If you have no self-control, the situation will not improve. You're going to have to allow some time to pass, the Three of Wands, in order for things to kind of maybe, yeah, there's a period of waiting. So there's a period of waiting. You could be right here, right now, like waiting to see what's going to transpire, not trying to allow other people to know what it is that you're thinking, feeling. This is quintessentially like waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the shoe to drop, waiting in anticipation, that kind of a thing. But in the meantime, the biggest thing is going ahead and collecting yourself, collecting your personal power, gathering yourself and your thoughts, your emotions, and what it is that you can possibly do in the situation in order for you not to be at a disadvantage. Because while you're in your feelings like that, it's going to make it worse, I promise. Anybody that is in a reactive position is not in a position of power. That's why you need to harness whatever it is that you're undergoing, okay? So Knight of Wands is somebody who maybe it's almost like a fighter stance. It's like, hey, it's fight or flight. So this could be somebody who's like really passionate about their own ideas, their own notions. They get excited. They're excitable. They're ready for battle. This one appears to be ready for battle. They have almost like this rod looks like a hot iron or a poker, and then he's like well decorated, but that thing protecting his head, it's like full on ready for battle. We've got the King of Cups, so somebody that is in full control of their emotions. I kind of feel like this attire is somebody who's built for flight. It's almost like they're going to go on a airplane or fly away, or okay, pilot. I heard pilot. So maybe this person's saying, you know, I'm the King of Cups is well mastered. It's like I'm the pilot of my own life. And then they're paired with the Queen of Cups reverse. It's like this is an emotional queen. Over emotional, thinking about themselves, not doing what they should be doing. And so I feel like this king is saying, okay, I've had enough. I am the pilot of my own life, kind of a thing. Then we have the Nine of Wands. This is running. This is like protecting one's own head. Very, very similar vibration in here. So you want to be careful, because I feel like whatever you took a gamble on, I feel like the tower pieces are falling. And the illumination, the harsh brutality of things is making you kind of like run for cover, wanting to cover your head, not wanting to hear the truth. There's a lot of head covering here. And head covering is how we process information. Also our downloads. And so I feel like it's like you don't want to hear whatever it is that you're being told. Very self-protective, very much like clutching the heart. It's like, well, I'm in my feels. And that totally makes sense. And I've been there, done that. I totally get it. But again, there's a need to stop and kind of gain a balance and go, okay, is there merit to what is being said? Is there some truth warranted in here? Is there something that what can I do besides run away, besides hide my head, bury my head, or look at the past with longing and wish that I was once there again? Because that past cannot be rewound. It is gone, okay? Something to that effect. Okay, death. Yeah, a major shift, major change. I feel like it's almost like, and it could be a child or your child that kind of ended things like that. It's almost saying, okay, I put my foot on it, I'm done. The way that things were are no more, that's for sure. So whatever the case may be, there's a major transformation caused about by somebody who is maybe younger than you, or a child, or your child, or simply saying that this has to be a new beginning because the way things were in the past, that's over with. It's I'm looking for change. This person's saying, I'm looking for change. Do I see it in you? No, I'm really emotional. I'm looking for change. Do I see it in you? No, I'm waiting for things to just go back to the way they were. I'm looking for change. Do I see it in you? Yes, the tower has leveled. Nothing is the same. I'm looking for change. Do I see it in you? Yes, there's been judgment passed. Something that is going to be healthier in the long haul for everybody. All the demons, all the skeletons are brought out in order to be judged, and they've been judged, and the verdict has been rendered. So I'm looking for justice and balance. Do I see that here? Do I see balance? And this is saying, no, I want things the way they were. I want things the way they were. The same thing that this card is saying. I'm looking for change, transformation. Do I see it? No, I want things the way they were. I'm in mourning. I'm sad. So be aware that people are looking out to see if you've changed, if you've kind of learned a lesson, if you are growing, if you're developing. And if the answer is no, it's going to really make it hard for you. The Seven of Swords, this is like wanting to dip. This is like, this is too much for me. I can't take it, or something could have been stolen here as well. If you're in a partnership or a situationship, I don't know what the case may be, but whatever this gamble was, and we'll try to unravel this in just a moment, it didn't go well. And so if you're trying to be shady, or if somebody else is trying to be shady, it will not work. Don't revert to this behavior, because everything has been leveled. I mean, everything is leveled already with that Tower hidden in here. So your best case scenario is to come clean and just a clean slate and try to rebuild. But then we have the Five of Swords. I don't feel like that's going to happen. I feel like this is like fights and battles. And the Five of Swords is I'm going to win no matter what. So you could be this energy that I'm going to win no matter what. It don't matter to me. That kind of a thing. And I don't care who I have to hurt, but I will win. That kind of a mindset. That kind of a mindset is, you know, winning for winning can be very, very dangerous. It's not going to give you prosperity, the unity that you are craving or desiring, because as a Queen of Cups, we all know that the Queen of Cups loves to be close, and is close to her emotions. And so that happiness, that good feeling, those good vibes that you're wanting right here with Three of Cups, if you're wanting to fight, if you're wanting a challenge, if you're wanting to make the narrative in a certain way that really isn't, if you alter the script in any way, shape, or form than what it really was, I feel like it's not going to go well, okay? Here's the Two of Wands. You have a choice to make, and I feel like you're staring at that choice in the face. It's like, what do I choose? What do I choose? How do I behave? How do I act? What do I go after? There is a choice to be made here. So let's say I don't gamble, but you're sitting at the gambling table, and then you place your bets and you go all in and you get wiped out. You know, that's not the time that you go kicking and screaming at the table saying, well, what the hell? I was sure that I had the right hand, and how could everybody have won, and all this other stuff. It's like, that's a point where you just kind of have to give in gracefully and say, well, I bet my chips and it was my choice. Take responsibility. The Five of Swords, if you're into fighting, if you're into pulling strings behind the scene, drama, trying to get people on your side, trying to manipulate, maneuver, that's not going to work. It's going to make people walk away from you, okay? That is a warning for you, pal, number 3. Sorry to say that, but you saw the cards the way that came out, and I'm just telling it to you straight. The Eight of Cups, that will make people leave. People can feel when you're maneuvering, when you're stirring them, when you're finessing them, when you're not being open and honest and truthful to yourself and other people about that. So it's going to be your choice whether you do it or don't. Ultimately, your choice. And I feel like this is saying, you know, if you want the good times and stuff, that's going to leave if you continue that behavior, or if that is what you are actively pursuing or thinking. Now's a good time to stop and just kind of veer opposite way of what you're headed, because that won't go well for you. This person, for example, Eight of Cups, is walking away from something they spent a lot of time, energy, emotion, blood, sweat, tears. They poured a lot of time into this situation or this partnership or whatever it is, but they're willing, you know, their arms are crossed. They're like, you know what, I'm done. Fuck it. I'm done. They're in search of that Ace of Cups. What is the Ace of Cups? It is the Holy Grail. This is, I'm emotionally balanced. I get emotional reciprocation. I get unity. I get closeness. I'm not getting lies. I'm not getting finessed. I'm not getting controlled, manipulated. Yeah. I would say this person is just going to wind up walking away and focusing on what gives them emotional gratification, which is that Ninth Cup. And the Ninth Cup, once again, is like wish fulfillment. I thought I put that down here, didn't I? Hold on. I know we have two of a couple of these cards. This deck is a little bit unusual. Or did I put that strength card back in the deck? I don't know. Anyways, the point, yeah, okay, 2. Here we go. So this is coming out twice, which tells me that in this situation involves 2 people. Your advice is to go ahead and act the same as harness your inner beast. I feel like this person's already harnessed their inner beast, and they are making a judgment based on what they see and on what has been shown to them. Your gamble did not pay off, okay? So for both parties, is a good time to remain balanced. Clarity, this is clarity, offering truth. This is even communication, but with the words of truth. The sword cuts quickly both ways, okay? This doesn't like spare one or the other. And interestingly enough, I've got the Lover's card here. So this is a situation where it could be about love, it could be about friends, family, partnership, any relationship really. a need to make a decision, okay? There's a need to make a decision. And all we can do is really decide today who we're going to be. If we've exhibited behavior that is less than in the past, that have caused us a lot of losses. I don't feel like this is the first time this has caused you some losses, by the way. If this is you, kind of being sneaky and chess playing or maneuvering, it's a great time to change that behavior, that thought, that mindset. Because this right here tells me that you still have a chance at what? At the 10 of Cups. Happy family, happy life, happy wife. These are your roots. These are things that are going to go well for you. But you have to choose correctly. If you fall back onto old patterns, if you don't take responsibility, if you continue finessing people, manipulating behind the scene, getting people on your side, on your page, just to hear a sob story, it's just not going to go well. I'm just giving it to you exactly how it plays out here. You can even mute it and look at the cards yourself, okay? But the 10 of Cups, this is ultimate happiness, emotional gratification, okay? So you have a choice, you know, continue with this pattern of behavior or make a radical change. The 8 of Wands, a lot of messages back and forth. The 3 of Swords, a lot of heartache, maybe something that even pierced your mind. You never thought it would get to this point. And suddenly your life has been turned upside down. The Page of Swords, it's almost like, okay, what I see causes me, because this is my spy. So you could be like looking at people's social media or TikToks or whatever, and then it's almost seemed like, wow, I mean, I should just swallow a blade for this point. I'm feeling kind of like in despair or feeling like it's too much for you to grasp, too much for you to swallow is the thing that I'm getting right here, okay? But again, I feel like working on yourself, on balancing yourself is going to be more important than what's going on in the other camp, especially with the blue wings here. I feel like you can really elevate and change and grow out of the situation with hard work. You don't have to put in elbow grease, work on yourself, be self-sufficient. I feel like even here, this person's like looking steadfast in the front. Like if you look, this person's way emotional still. So there's a need to control your emotions. I don't get on some medication. Maybe I've been emotional too. And so sometimes medication can help. Who knows? That's entirely up to you and your doctor. But the 8 of Pentacles is putting in the work instead of turning around going, oh, I can't even take it. Look, I'm just going to swallow the blades right now. Putting in the work, putting in elbow grease, because a lot of time has transpired with you finessing, with outmaneuvering people, with you finagling, Rubik's cubing things in situations and people, and it's just not flying no more. So it's time to go on straight and narrow, and that's what's going to give you success. That's what's going to give you what you want. That's what's going to give you emotional fulfillment, but you feel tied in your brain. The 2 of Cups, you want that closeness. Again, the 10 of Pentacles, and you want that stability. How's that going to come about? The King of Swords, cut through all the bullshit. Cut through your own bullshit and other people's bullshit and see what's truly there. It's never too late to begin again. Sorry about the tough message. I didn't expect this one either, but there you have it. If you enjoyed this kind of message, smash that like button. If you can, like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, namaste.